Hi, I'm Charlie Mato-Toyela with Blue Bear Flutes. Of course, our website, bluebearflutes.com, where we have some of the latest and greatest Native American flutes available for you. So make sure you check it out. Also, if you haven't seen our Instagram, I really highly recommend it. So please check out Blue Bear Flutes on Instagram. And other than here on YouTube, that's probably my favorite other social media because you get to see so many of the cool places we've been, things we've done, people we've met, and everything in between, which is super cool. Plus thousands of our beautiful flutes that, and I say our, I'm not bragging them. Sometimes I'm bragging them other workers who make our flutes, like my wife, who makes some of the most beautiful totems that you'll ever see, which is partly what today's video is about. So this is 2021. I don't always put a date in my videos because I don't like you to look at it and think, oh, this is an old video. So if you're looking at this down the road, forgive me, I had to put a date in this one. In 2020, we had a lot of things going on in the world, to say the least. I mean, whether you believe or think or whatever, something affected you in 2020, I'm pretty sure. Having said that, it affected us in a lot of ways. We did work a lot in 2020, we did. And all the work that we did got shipped out all over the world. And I'm just really astounded that the shipping couriers that we've used in the past and present are able to do their jobs as I was able to do my job, which was a blessing to say the least. And really steadfast pig-headedness or just not willing to give up, I think, was the whole reason we did that. So having said that, I'd like to paint a different picture for you. This video, and I'm looking down here, is about a box that I have here in my hands. You can see it's not really the greatest of shape. It's got plastic bags that have been taped to it for some reason or another, right? This box contains a flute that I shipped via the U.S. Mail Service, the USPS, United States Postal Service. Don't confuse it. I shipped this package, or rather, my wife did, my lovely camera woman. We shipped this package to South Africa. I think it's a place called Gauteng, if I'm reading it right. Honestly, some European and South American and South African and, gosh, all over the world addresses. I just don't know where they're at. I know it says South Africa big as day, so you can't miss that. Anyway, we shipped this February of 2020, the day that the proverbial was hitting the fan. And I know this box really shows it because this box really looks like okay, it must have been a big fan. But anyway, this package was shipped back then, and it stayed in transit, and I don't know where. I'm going to tell you, South Africa has some terrible mail system, and I'm so sorry, South Africa. I love you as a country. I love many of your people. I love your culture. I love so much about you. But like the mail service here in the United States, you need a little growing to do. And you may have been around for a while. Our postal service has been around forever and had some really great and powerful ideas, which I'm going to tell you. I don't want to just call this a bash the post office video. My postal carrier that I have now and have had for the last 5 years, and the carrier that I had for the last 10 years before her, are some amazing people and dear friends of mine. That's the kind of relationship that I have with these people. These are great people, and I feel terrible about not patronizing their business because it actually puts money in their pockets when I do that. And you don't have to know how or why that works, but just suffice it to say, when a postal carrier picks up a package, they get paid for that. So I feel awful because my carrier that I have right now is amazing. And my carrier that I used to have, I mentioned, is probably watching this video, and he was super cool. My carrier I have right now and her husband are dear friends of ours, and just really fantastic people. And I know, quit beating a dead horse, guys, but I'm going to tell you, the post office has some infrastructure problems, and they have some management. And Postmaster General, if you're watching this video, I really hope you are. I've got some ideas if you need some. But if you are, I don't mean anything against you. But in my opinion, as a consumer and as an individual, lining the pockets of the bigwigs who are running the show so that they can put Spider-Man's face on the side of a package. Well, I know I'm talking 8 years ago, but doing that was a waste of money in comparison to what you need to be doing. To the machines that are in some of these places that are sorting this mail, that I've talked to postmasters of other post offices finding out where my packages were for my customers. And they tell me that their machines are broke down. so often. The problems that they have, I don't know if you need to stand out in traffic or go on a hunger strike, but somebody's got to listen to you. Maybe somebody like Elon Musk should buy you, or somebody, I don't know, somebody with some ideas. I always say if Chick-fil-A was running the post office, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I'm going to tell you. Anyway, the Postal Service does not need to spend money on fancifying their boxes, making them look cool. They really don't. I like Spider-Man a lot, but if this box had made it to my customer, I wouldn't have had to send him a second one. This package was returned to me, and it took a year to get to me after being returned. Once again, I know South Africa has some postal problems. Central and South America have postal problems. The Czech Republic has postal problems. I know all this stuff. I really do. You need to set an example, USPS. That's what we do in the United States. We set examples. Hopefully good ones in most cases. Sometimes maybe not, but oh boy. But anyway, so I'm going to open this and let's see what it looks like. And once again, giving a little pre-ramble, if you would. I know some of you are laughing. I like to let you know that I haven't opened this package since it's got here about a month ago. And I have not looked at it. I'm only hoping that I'm opening something here that is absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going to tell you right now, we use biodegradable and compostable packing peanuts. It is a miracle that these suckers have not shriveled up to nothing, because when it rains, they shrivel up quite a bit, and I am shocked. They're actually similar to Cheetos, another probably American invention that I don't quite recommend. Not putting you down, Cheetos. Your business needs to make it too, but please make it a little bit healthier. These biodegradable packing peanuts are made out of the ingredients of Cheetos. Okay, enough of my fun. Let's see what we have here. Look, an unopened, once again, I mentioned biodegradable. This is made with an alternative to bubble wrap. We don't like to use bubble wrap. Bubble wrap is not this magical encasing that's going to save your flute from sudden destruction should it get ran over by a military jeep. It's not going to save it. It won't. Trust me. I've seen packages that were run over by military jeeps that were encased in bubble wrap and then nothing helped. I'll never forget that flute that I sent to Belgium that was inside of what I consider to be an indestructible package. Something made out of quarter-inch or half-inch thick cardboard that you could literally break a window with easily. And it was snapped in half and the flute was gone, probably flew out of the airplane. We also use rubber bands, which are made out of a natural material that is biodegradable. Printed on paper. And there's a rubber band that broke. That happens. It's okay. There's a big rubber band. Boy, this smells amazing. So this is a bubble wrap alternative. All you small businesses out there, and big businesses, if you have time to watch when you're not buying expensive yachts, this is an alternative to bubble wrap. And it would be a lot cheaper for small businesses to buy if big businesses were leading the way. But unfortunately, some people believe that plastic is a problem and some people don't. It's kind of personal. Oh, look at that. Wow. Now, granted, this flute has been a year and a couple of months without being oiled, so it would look a lot nicer if I oiled it, which I will. Maybe put a little picture of that. But look at that chicken. That's just absolutely incredible. Okay, so this is just an amazing looking flute. Little bitty guy, really great little flute here. And it survived its trip across the big ocean, all through. I watched, okay, I don't watch all of our packages, but when a customer, especially in a country that I may have concerns over whether or not it gets delivered, emails and says, hey, where's my package? Of course, like I said, we've already sent him another one. He received it, loved it, absolutely loved it. I believe we sent that other one with our new courier that we use. We use UPS quite a bit. And I'm not, once again, telling you not to use a post office. They're the most cost effective. And when you run a business that either offers free shipping or eats a lot of the shipping, if you paid $15 to ship a package to the UK and I shipped it with UPS, you didn't pay $15 to ship a package. I mean, that's just nickels and dimes compared to what I paid to ship that. But anyway, long story short, we use UPS now. My UPS carrier, a great friend, super dude, goes out of his way. My postal carrier goes out of her way. The post office does not deserve her. She is a hell of a fine person, and so is her husband. Good friends, like I say. Postmaster's a great dude. Our previous postmaster was a dear friend and somebody I've known for 10 years. Fantastic. She, back in the day when she was working customer service for the post office, would have told me exactly where this package was located. She would have. Unfortunately, the post office has made it to where today you can't track things exactly where they're located. So you don't know. You can't tell your customer, hey, look, if you'll go 2 towns over, that's where your package is. It's being held there. I'm not sure why. It doesn't say why. You can't tell them that because for security purposes, the post office can't tell you where it's at, which is crazy. So let's see what this thing sounds like. I'll stop my bitching and let you see. It sounds great. It needs a coat of oil. Those of you who don't know, a little bit of oil and the wax we use is the natural way that Native Americans really used to take care of all wood items that they had. And even some other things that weren't wood, like their hair, feathers, leather, the list goes on. And wood actually is something that we were very familiar with how to use. You know, the history books don't tell you everything. But we did use a lot of different natural oils, mostly animal oils. I don't use animal oils on my flutes these days, but animal oils were what we had, and we use those to protect wood items. And that's why we know that there are historically flutes that have been around and kind of hiding for the last couple of thousand years that survived, which is amazing. But when you get a flute from us, you get one that has been treated appropriately, not covered in lacquer. And those of you who have a flute of mine that's 15 or more years old that had lacquer on it because you requested it, I'm not talking to y'all. I will talk to you, but that's not who I'm referring to. Our flutes today are covered in oil. And if you have a natural wood item or a wood flute, you're welcome to ask the Amish, who have been doing this for years as well, and just cover it in a natural, a safe to like even use around your body, like baby oil, for example. And I know those of you in California think baby oil may not be safe, and it may not be, I don't know, but I know people have been using it on their babies for some time. So anytime you can test something for a number of years and prove that it's safe, anyway, so you can put some wax on this and some oil on it, and it'll look like brand new, as you will see. But that also helps it to sound really good, because when you oil and wax a flute that is naturally treated and naturally taken care of, it seals the pores, and it seals them with not only something that is natural and effective, as history and time has proven, but it's the way that Native Americans did things. So that's why I like to make, being Native American, I like to make my flutes Native American flutes. So once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Oh, you know what I should do? I should really give this away in some kind of contest. How can I get more people to look at my Instagram? I'm thinking. Look in the description of this video and find out how you could win. Is that politically correct? How you can win? Is that how I should say that? How you can win this flute by going to my Instagram. So find the link below if you're interested in this flute. If it has been a little time past, is it okay if I tell them what month this is? This is May of 2021. If it's been a little bit past, say, June or August of 2021, you may be too late. So sorry about that. Beautiful flute. You can still order one. Not too late to order, I hope. Thanks, George Orwell. Anyway, so this flute here is one I'm going to go ahead and give away in a contest. So look for the description below and the information. Follow the link. Check out my Instagram. Hey, look, if you don't believe in Instagram and you think that I'm too old to be using Instagram, and forgive me, old people who don't sound like that, especially you women, I hope. But if people my age sound like that. I'm almost 50, so oh my God, people my age sound like that, or at least they try to sound like that. But if you think you're too old to use Instagram, think again. Really, I'm not trying to sell Instagram. I'm trying to show you some beautiful things that I have seen, not just my own, but other things. And the best thing about Instagram is 9 times out of 10, you don't have to read this crazy long, lengthy description like you would probably have to read if you were reading this video. But anyway, you'll get to see some neat stuff like this flute. So please take a look at it, and please check out, like and subscribe if you get 30 seconds, or how long does it take to do that on here? Like, what, 3 seconds? Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. You never know what we're going to do, but I'm going to give this flute away because I don't have any need for it. It's not something that anyone has played other than myself just now and my wife when she made it. But it's a beautiful, look at that. That chicken is just amazing. So anyway, Charlie Mato-Toyela signing out for Blue Bear Flutes and BlueBearFlutes.com. Hope to see you again very soon.